Good morning and welcome to the vlog. If you caught my last vlog, I just did my new year, new me reset. I reflected on 2024, planned for 2025 with my vision board and my bingo card. And if you watch, you know that I'm in Colorado at my boyfriend's house. I'll be staying here probably for about 6 weeks till mid-February. It is a whopping like 7 degrees outside. It is currently the midst of like this Arctic blast. I think Louisiana is having like record snow ever, and I'm low-key upset that I'm not there for it, but hopefully my house holds together. I have a neighbor who has the keys and he's going in and dripping the faucets, making sure everything's good. So fingers crossed my house does okay without me there. I wrapped all the pipes before I left, but right now my boyfriend is outside shoveling some snow because we're about to go to the gym, because one thing, part of my New Year's resolutions or my bingo card, is to get a workout on average 3 times a week. So we're about to head there and just spend the week with me. I feel like it's gonna be a little hard filming like a weekly vlog because it's just so hard having my own routine and a house that's not mine. Like I don't have all my stuff and all my little rooms, but we're about to head to the gym, then probably do some house projects whenever we get back. We'll see what that looks like, but first, gym. Gym is so busy. I love living in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana, because when you go to the gym, you can work out on whatever you want. This gym, I don't know if it's part of the new year, part of being like in a bigger city like Denver. There's multiple machines of the same thing. They're all taken. You have to stand there and wait. And it's the middle of the day. I know it's Martin Luther King Day and some people off for work, but like still way too crowded. I don't actually know what I'm doing, so I just don't want people there. Then we got home and I made some girl lunch, some nachos with some black beans, onions, cheese, and corn on top. My boyfriend just left to go bring his dog to the vet to get some shots, and I'm gonna catch you guys up on all the books that I've been reading. One of my goals this year is to read 12 books, which I know is a pretty small goal. It's one a month, but if you watch my New Year, New Me vlog, I mentioned that I use reading as like a distraction from like other goals that I have. So 12 is the minimum, and I'm already on my 3rd book, kind of. So I finally finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I got this around Thanksgiving, and it's so hard to read during the holidays, so I'm okay with stacking up at the beginning of the year because probably towards the holidays I know I'm gonna get a lot more busy, but I still want to reach my 12 book goal for the whole year. But overall, I think I enjoyed The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I will give it 5 out of 5 stars. A lot of people said I was gonna end up hating Evelyn at the end of the book. Honestly, I didn't really hate her. I was like, yeah, makes sense. I don't know if I personally do the same, but I can 100% understand why she did what she did, and I respect her for that. I don't really like the whole like climax of like why the reporter and how Evelyn were connected. I was like, oh, that's it? Like, okay. But still 5 out of 5 stars. It was a really nice story and I did enjoy it. So I don't know if it's gonna count as book number 1 or not, but I did finish it, so I wanted to give you guys an update on that. Next, this is a book that my grandma got me for Christmas as a present. You better watch out. A thriller. Not my style at all. I like the mystery and like how like meticulously thought out this was, but it is terrifying. It is very much like Final Destination styled killings, and if it was a movie, I wouldn't even consider watching it. Heck no. It's not my vibe. It's very gruesome, lots of murders and whatnot. Story-wise though, I did like it. Definitely threw me for a loop at the end. Did not think that was gonna be the killer. So yeah, I will give this 4 out of 5 just because I love the story, but I think it was a little too gruesome and scary for me. Very suspenseful, which I feel like is why I read it so fast. It's very fast-paced and I like that, but a little scary. 4 out of 5 stars for my official #1 book of 2025. And then we just went to Walmart the other day and I was like, I need to get another book. It's 7 degrees outside. I'm freezing. This isn't my house. I have nothing to do. So my next book, which I'm about 1/4 of the way done with in 5 years. I needed to change its pace. I needed a love story. And so far, I am enjoying it. I'll give you guys an update on what the vibe is later. But now, while my boyfriend is gone, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of reading. Okay, so I literally spent all day yesterday reading my book and I'm like almost finished, which is why I set a goal of reading 12 books, because if it was, I would just read all the time. So I'm limiting myself to 12 books. Literally, I have so much FOMO for being in Colorado and not Louisiana right now because, what do they call it? Snowmageddon. Like record-breaking snow. I think my house probably got like 8 to 12 inches. And yeah, there's snow here, but nobody's going outside to play in the snow in Colorado. And like the kids were knocking on my door at 8 a.m. And honestly, I'm low-key sad that I was not home to play in the snow with everybody, even though there's snow here. It's not the same. The whole state was shut down. Nobody's going to work. Nobody's going to school. Everyone's just playing outside in the snow. But I just finished my day of work. Just so mentally exhausting and draining. I'm so tired of this. And we're going for a little walk in the snow, but not playing in it. Don't tell my boyfriend, but I miss my hot and humid weather. It is freezing out. My nose is so cold. I forgot gloves. My hands are freezing. My nose is freezing. Now we're cooking pasta. I got my little, I think it's Italian sausage raviolis. I'm gonna mix some bruschetta. Are we gonna drink some wine? Maybe. afternoon. What I wish I could say was morning, but honestly, I intend on filming like my morning far too often, and I end up literally getting up, getting on a call that I'm like, okay, I should go brush my teeth. I didn't even brush my teeth yet, and it's lunchtime. But I just made some edamame for lunch, girl lunch. Have quite a bit to do for work. I think once I have a quick little break from work, I want to do a budget for January. Well, I already made the budget, so I'm just gonna show you guys. And then this afternoon after work, me and my boyfriend David are going to a yoga class, which is another thing that was on my 2025 bingo card, was go to one yoga class a month. We're knocking January's out this afternoon. I really don't want to go, but I must. Next weekend we are going snowboarding, and honestly I am still a little injured, so that's why I don't want to do any other workouts, but like I was falling so much and like landing on my arm that I pulled something. I couldn't even lift my arm up all the way. So I think maybe some yoga, a little bit of strength, a little bit of stretching will do good for my arm and still get a nice little workout in. But right now we're just working, click-clacking per usual, just back on the bullshit. Just trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and I don't think anybody knows. But I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Hopefully I can get some stuff straightened out in that meeting. Okay, I will catch you guys in maybe an hour or two for my January budget. Okay, I have been zoned in on click-clacking all day. It is almost 5 o'clock, which means we were about to leave for yoga. I'm already dressed and ready, but I said I was gonna do my budget for January and share that with you guys. I've already created it, so let's get to it. When it comes to my mortgage, same old, same old. Actually, it's not same old, same old. It actually increased by a couple of cents, so it is gonna be $2,175. That includes insurance and escrow. Then for utilities, since I haven't been home in weeks, I'm estimating $375. I have for the past week have my heater on to make sure my pipes aren't freezing, as well as my faucet dripping. So we'll see what that does to my bill. Have I paid my water bill in a while? I couldn't tell you. I don't know the last time I paid that thing. Moving on, for my car, I estimated $680. This is not going to include any gas, just for the car note that I'm not driving this month, and my car insurance. Then for my business, I estimated $20. Nothing really extraordinary there, just standard subscriptions I have, like Adobe, my Google storage, Apple storage. Then for groceries, since I'm not home, I'm not restocking my house, and my boyfriend pays for most stuff here, I estimated $100 for groceries. Then for food and drink, number one, it's cold. Number two, I'm with my boyfriend, so he pays for most of the stuff when we go out to restaurants, but I went ahead and estimated $50 for this month. And that's going to include anything that's not bought at like a Walmart or Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, any of my extracurriculars. Then when it comes to shopping, I estimated $200. At the beginning of the month, I did have to buy quite a bit of gear for snowboarding. Most of it was used. Most of it I used gift cards for. Honestly, I'm not sure how that's going to end up looking this month, but $200 is what I threw out there. Then when it comes to travel, I'm estimating $1,100. I am going on a trip next month, and it is officially booked as of yesterday, so that is going to be coming out of that budget. Then for self-care, I estimated $75. It's probably going to be a lot less because I plan on trying to find some aerial classes in Denver, but I just don't know if I have the motivation to do that when it's freezing. So $75 it is for self-care. And then lastly, other is $100. I don't know what that's going to entail, but $100 it is, bringing my total budget for the month of January to $4,800.75. So we'll see how I stay in line this month. I'm trying to start my year good, not go over budget, and make sure I'm still saving the money that I want to save. I am buying a trip, so that kind of might blow things out of proportion, but overall, there's no reason for this month to be a crazy spend of a month. But we are heading off to yoga in a few minutes, so I will see you guys there. Saturday, we are getting ready for a quick little date night with me and my boyfriend David, and then his friend from like when they were little and her boyfriend. We're not getting that fancy. I washed my hair, and honestly the curls are not giving, so who knows what we're going to do with that. But I wanted to do a makeup look called a little more than just dead. Trying to do something, give a little color to my face. Want to look like I put a little bit of effort into tonight. We are going to Postino. I think there's like quite a few locations. I've never heard of it, and I'm just looking forward to getting some bruschetta apps. All of the snow melted in Colorado, and then this morning it snowed like a whole foot. So snow is back in full effect. But Louisiana is officially done with its cold weather. My neighborhood officially put the keys back in my house because I do not need to drip my sink floor any longer. Literally, it's been a whole week of below freezing temperatures in Louisiana, which is still mind-blowing to me. Oh, and while I'm at it, I finished reading my book. I literally just started reading it this week. It's finished. It's the same book that I started at the beginning of this vlog called In 5 Years. Like I said, I needed a love story because the book I read before was quite gruesome and tragic, thriller, and a little dollop of romance, but overall, I needed something for my heart. And this one was an unexpected love story as advertised. She was engaged to this man. She had a vision about being with this other man in 5 years and tried like her hardest for that to not come to fruition. Very sad. I cried, but still kind of like a love story. I don't know if it's what I was looking for, but overall I would say it's still a good book. So I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Wow, I haven't put this level makeup on in forever. It's bringing so much color back to my face. I don't feel dead anymore, and honestly I'm looking forward to my beach trip in February because I need some sun on my skin. But before that, next weekend me and my boyfriend are going on our snowboarding weekend trip. So far we've only done 2 individual days together. My first 2 days ever snowboarding. And to anybody who's just getting started snowboarding or skiing or whatever it is, get the lessons. Do it from the start because I started on day 1, no lessons. I used all of my confidence, all of my willingness and excitement and not fear on day 1. With no skills, and I wiped out. I did not have a good time. It was hard. I just cried the whole day and cried and fell the whole day. So for our day 2, when we got lessons, I had zero confidence and I just had so much PTSD of falling. That is what resulted in me getting injured because I was trying not to fall on my ass and head so much. I was bracing myself with my arms, which is how I pulled my muscle or whatever I did, and literally couldn't lift my arm for probably 3 days. I couldn't like have full mobility on my arm, and it still kind of hurts. So just take my advice and get the lessons on day 1. Also, wear a helmet. I have wrist guards. I have a butt guard. I'm thinking of getting an additional butt guard because I didn't realize how bruised my tailbone was after day 1 until it was day 2, which is like a week or 2 apart. Since it was day 2, I was sitting on my butt trying to put my snowboard on. I was like, ouch, my butt hurts. And then when I was doing yoga and they're like, roll on your back, I could not because my tailbone was still hurting. So save yourself, get the lessons. Okay, quick makeup look is done. Hair is kind of okay. I might clip it up a little bit. But let's go see what outfit we're wearing. I do want to look kind of cute, but I'm very limited with cold weather and with an already limited wardrobe. Okay, I think we're just gonna wear this top, which will it even be seen? I'll be wearing a jacket because it's gonna be freezing. And I just have black jeans and my Ugg slippers. I told my boyfriend, I said, do these look good fit? He's like, yeah, of course they do. I said, they don't. But I said, I'm not sure that I care. What are we gonna do with this hair? I feel like to you guys it might look okay, but in person, hard no. I think I just do like half up, half down. Okay, actually, oh, no, I hate it. Okay. No. Yuck. Oh. Alright, let's hurry up and get out of here before I realize just how bad this hair looks. Blonde hair looks so much better messier. And I don't have a curling iron to fix the pieces that are just going astray. Like, look at how tight this curl is up here, and then what does it turn into? What is this? It's like hard 360 to a lump noodle. But that's okay. We have a boyfriend, so who do we have to impress? I almost forgot about my lipstick and got some hoops, my rings, and we're ready to go. I'll be covering all of this with a jacket, of course. Banjo's coming with us because we're dropping him off at the friend's house for a doggy date while we eat dinner. we are back home and I am so tired. I'm so cold. Ready for bed. Restaurant, super good. What is it called? Postino. I want to keep saying Positano. Postino. Olives, burrata, panini, brownie. Delicious. So good. Drink, so strong. Did not like it. I ended up giving it to David because I was like, I can't keep drinking this for the sake of drinking it because I know I'm paying for it. Way too strong. But thank you guys for spending a week in Colorado with me. Next weekend we are going on our ski trip and I will see you guys next time.